Hey there, Diego. I am the assistant of the real estate agent James Williams, and I am calling you to confirm that you have just filled out the form to buy a property. Is that right? So you have got a budget of $1 million. You want your property to be in Queens, and you would like the following featuras: 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is correct.
Okay, so would you like to book a viewing of similar properties with James Williams?
Yeah, of course, please.
Fantastic. Could you give me the day and hour in which you would like to have the viewing?
Probably on Friday at 10 a.m.
Great. The viewing has been scheduled for Friday at 10 a.m. James Williams will get in touch with you shortly.
What you have just seen is a transient assistant inside Vapi. This type of AI voice agent is a more complex build inside Vapi and make, as you have seen, it's with a more personalized way. Say my name and more data than with a normal outreach campaign. Today we are gonna see how to build this transient assistant, which allows you many more features and many more possibilities than a normal send call with the Vapi module or the AI calling campaigns inside Blunt. So without further ado, let's go into Make and Vapi and let's get this built. So here we are in Vapi, the software that we are going to be using today to create this transient assistant, because it's going to be hosted mainly inside Vapi to be able to send personal calls through this one. I had a guide on the testimonial agent in which you can send it by the module, but today we're going to see it how to send it in a more complex way but better way, probably, as it has really personalized features and more features that are going to be useful for you guys. So just log in or create an account and let's go inside. Once we are here, if you had watched previous videos, you would know that I will tell you right now to go here into assistants and create an assistant, but that's not what we are going to be doing today. Come into here, this question mark, and we are gonna go later into API documentation. Once here, we will be using later create a call, but in this case what we are gonna use is create an assistant. And inside here, we will be creating an assistant in this place with all the features that we are gonna add. We're gonna make it simple for you to learn it, but in here we're gonna add all the features that you will want to add inside. You have exactly the same as if you created a normal assistant inside the overview of Vapi. So to build this assistant, which is basically gonna send calls for real estate agents to leads who just have filled a form inside the website to look for a property, because the leads that are gonna complete this form are gonna be leads interested in buying a property, and they're gonna leave us the budget, the location in which they are interested in buying, and some features that they are gonna want to buy. And the objective of this transient assistant is to send calls to book a viewing. We are just gonna see the process of sending the call with the transient assistant, because if not the video will be really long, and also because you already have in some previous videos how to build an AI voice appointment setter, which it will be exactly the same but adapting the prompts and everything to this one. Before starting with this, I'm gonna go to Google Forms and I'm gonna create that Google Forms in which the leads of the real estate agent are gonna leave all the data. And that's what I've done. Buying properties, transient assistant video. We're asking the name, are you interested in buying a property, the budget, the location, and the features in which they're interested in buying. Let's go back here. Here we're gonna come here. Let's go to select Deepgram. Model, let's go with Nova 2. It's okay. Language, in this case, we are gonna go with English, but you can choose any other. Smart format, we're gonna leave it like that. Now let's go down here into model. Select here OpenAI model. Then come back here, provider OpenAI. Here, let's go with 4o mini. And inside messages, we are gonna put in here, inside here, the prompt. Let's select system and let's paste the prompt. So we include here the prompt. There you go. Then we're gonna go back here. We could add tools inside here. In this case, I'm not gonna add them as it's a beginner guide on how to build a transient assistant. We could go here and build a normal tool as we built in some previous videos. Let's go back here. Temperature, as you know, I like it to put it in 0.2. Then let's go back here. Max tokens, we're gonna leave it probably in 250. Emotion recognition enable, we are not gonna put anything. Let's go back here. Let's put 11 labs voice provider, 11 labs voice ID. Here we are gonna go with Sarah. It's a good one. Stability, I'm not gonna put anything. Then we'll go down. Model, we are gonna use probably turbo to _5. If we could choose multilingual, but as we are gonna use English, it's not necessary. Language, let's click here in EN. First message, we're gonna put assistant speaks first. HIPAA, we're gonna go with false. Client messages and service messages, if you have checked any previous guides in my channel, you will see that these are really useful for you to make scenarios and getting information after the call. If not, you could choose here the end of call report, which is always gonna help, and with that we will be okay. Background, let's go with off, and when we reach here, we're gonna put the name, which is gonna be Transient Assistant YouTube video. First message, I'm gonna paste my first message I got from my prompt. When we go up into the prompt, you can see, for example, here that we have budget. We have also inside here location, other information inside curly braces that we are gonna later include inside the make scenario. Let's go again down. Server URL will be the place to include the webhook from make. And with this, the create assistant will be finished. Now let's go into make to start the scenario, but then we will have to get back here, not into create an assistant, but into create a call, as you can see inside here. Here we are in make.com, create an account or login, and let's go inside to create this scenario. Once here, let's go to create a new scenario. Let's get here into call it, and I'm gonna call it Transient Assistant. Now we will go into Google Forms. There you go, and we're gonna go into watch responses. So every time a response comes from the Google Forms, we will receive it. Get that document of Google Forms, we're gonna click on share here, and here we're gonna paste the title of the Google Forms. Just copy this one and paste it inside here, and let's click OK. There you go, and the form ID will be completed automatically. Let's click OK. Limit, we can leave it like this. It's not gonna be any problem. Let's click from now on, and now starts the fun part. Add a tool, and here it's gonna be set variable. We're gonna call it assistant, and what we're gonna include here is exactly this. Come into here, and from this curly bracket, let's go down and down until here. Copy this and paste it inside here. Let's click on OK. So what I've done first of all is send Google Forms from here, as you can see, to go back here, and where it says first name and all the curly brackets properties, I'm gonna change it for the values inside the Google Forms. So I'm gonna change first of all first name. Let's go into what is your name, text answers, and let's put value. Then let's go back, and we're gonna do exactly the same with first name. With budget, we are gonna change it for what is your budget, text answers value. When we're gonna do exactly the same with features, location, and everything. Change everything that is inside curly brackets with the values that you have inside these Google Forms. Once you have done that, just click on OK, And the next step will be to add a parse JSON. So we're gonna come here at the module, let's go to JSON, parse JSON. We are gonna include here between these braces assistant, like this. Click on OK, and before going to the next one, we are gonna run this again to get this data inside the parse JSON. By the way, I just remember that it's gonna be important if you add another question in which you ask what is the number of their lead. This way we are gonna be able to call the number. So leave it like this, and let's continue and run the scenario to get that JSON data. Once done, we are gonna come into here. Let's go with an array aggregator. Source module, we're gonna go with JSON, and inside JSON we are gonna select all the ones that we have here. There you go, and click OK. Next step, transform this scenario to JSON. So we will come here, click here on JSON, transform to JSON, and put here first. Let's click here on the array, and we will close the brackets like this. Finally, we will add an HTTP inside here to make a request. And inside this HTTP request, it's the moment to go into the API documentation inside Vapi to go through the process of create a code. So let's go back here into create assistant, come into here into create code. Here what we are gonna do is a bit different. First of all, I recommend you clicking on Command F, because we're gonna go directly to customer inside here. Here inside customer we are gonna put a space to add the extension, but we are not gonna add any extension. In number, here you have to add the number in which we are gonna call with the call that then we're gonna pass it to use the number that has been inserted inside the Google Forms. And inside name, we will put also the name that has been. Then click again Command F, and in this case we're gonna search for phone number ID, everything together, as you can see here. Here you have to go back to the dashboard inside Vapi here, and you have to go here into phone numbers and get the ID of your phone number and paste it here. I will do it later. And finally, come up here into assistant, and we are gonna just include something, like for example prior to put the assistant, but then we're gonna delete it and delete. So now we have the assistant here, and later we will include it for the JSON string that we have already created. Okay, so first thing we will do before anything is just taking this, clicking to copy, and pasting it here. We're gonna select post. Inside headers we have to add the next ones. First of all, authorization, and here you have to copy and paste this from where to order your API key and the length of the API key. And the next header is gonna be content type, which will be application JSON. So, and you will put it like this. Next step will be to come here, body type, let's go with raw. Content type, let's go with JSON. And request, here we have to come here, come from here and go down until here. There you go. So we're gonna take out this, this is not gonna be necessary. Here in number you will have to put the number you got from the Google Forms. In this case my question is a bit strange, I have it here in what is your number, but here it's been passed in a strange way. Just put the answers value. Here inside name we're gonna do the same, go to name, text answers value. And finally what we are gonna add here is the phone number ID, as I told you, and the assistant. Here is gonna be really important, as you have to come here and add this JSON string from transform to JSON. And with this we are just gonna click on OK And finally, before testing this, create a Google Sheets to inform that the call has been sent to the client. And that's what I've done. I've created this Google Sheet with the phone number, name, features, location, budget, and if the call has been sent. Next step will be finally to come here, add a new Google Sheets. Let's go with add a row. There you go. And once you have selected the spreadsheet, let's go with the only sheet name. In this case, I have. And in here, we're gonna be adding the phone number I had inside here, the name, what is your name, text answers and answers value, the features, and the same with features, location, budget. And that's what I've done. Finally, I've put here into call send, which means if this HTTP works and pass into here, it's because the call has been sent. So call sent. There you go. And with this, the scenario will be finished and this transient assistant would be finished. Let's go now to test. What I've done is create a form, fill out a form shortly, and just we're gonna send it to then run the scenario and make. Let's run here. There you go. And we should receive the call. There you go.
Hey there, Diego. I am the assistant of the real estate agent James Williams, and I am calling you to confirm that you have just filled out the form to buy a property. Is that right?
Yeah, it is.
Perfect, Diego. So you have got a budget of $1 million. You want your property to be in Queens, and you would like the following features: 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so would you like to book a viewing of similar properties with James Williams?
Please, yes.
Fantastic. Could you give me the day and hour in which you would like to have the viewing?
Probably on Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Great! The viewing has been scheduled for Wednesday at 7 p.m. James Williams will get in touch with you shortly. Thank you, Diego.
Perfect, thanks. So as you can see, it's been really personalized with the budget I had inserted, the location in which I wanted to buy, my name. These are things that with a normal assistant it's not capable of doing. As you can see here, if we go to answers and we go, for example, for the features, what I said is 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Exactly what the assistant said. It's gonna be the same with the location, which was Queens. And then if we come here into the Google Sheet, we're gonna see this: the phone number, the name, the features, the location, the budget, and the call sent for the confirmation. And this is all of how to build a transient assistant. As you can see, it's a complex and long build, but it's really valuable for some types of calls and some types of services and businesses who are gonna need more personalized calls instead of the typical ones that are just really general and that are not gonna be so valuable. So guys, this has been all for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video and you've learned how to build this transient assistant inside Vapi, which is gonna allow you to send more personalized calls and build more complex assistants to scale finally your abilities inside Vapi. So that's all. Again, thanks for watching, and if you have any doubts, just let me know and I will answer them. See you in the next one. Bye.